What do you mean shoot it?
Missed it again.
Oh, actually, I was rolling.
No, he got me. I want to officially say I love dreams. Dreams are an absolutely brilliant way that God uses to communicate to us. Much neglected, much misunderstood. I want to tell you about a particular dream I had. In the dream, I find myself, there's an island, there's water, I'm in a harbour, and I'm actually having to swim out to a particular part of the sea. It doesn't mean anything to me. When I wake up, I write it down. I keep a dream journal. I write it down, I date it, I write down exactly what happened in the dream. A few months later, I find myself in a particular part of the world. I'm on a trip there, on a prayer trip. And when I got there, the people who were hosting us, they started to draw us a map of the area so that we know where we could go and pray. And as they did that, I realised that the geography was exactly as I'd seen in my dream. And what was really cool about it was that the dream was then actually instructing me exactly where to go and what to do, and that there would be a challenge, there would be a bit of a struggle, there would be things that would be opposing it, but this is what I should do. But it ended up with being welcomed to the land by a Maori chief who just welcomed us to the land because we were coming to bring goods to the land. And then we ended up going on a boat that was provided by the harbour master because he'd heard about this crazy guy who had turned up from England, who'd had a dream about their harbour. And it ended up in a whole reconciliation prayer between this Maori chief and myself about in water where there'd been massive battles between the Europeans and the Maori, who are the natives of New Zealand. In the way that God can speak through dreams, take your dreams seriously. Keep a dream journal. Don't ignore them. If you remember them, don't ignore them. Just write it down, date it, and because this is one of the ways that God speaks.
What's a Maori chief?
A Maori chief. Maori are the natives of New Zealand, and they basically have certain territories still, and because the New Zealand was the Maori land, and in fact when the Europeans came to New Zealand, there were big battles because the Europeans were trying to take over, the land.
Did they give you a tattoo or anything? Or was it something?
No, it was no tattoo, but it was a ceremony, and it was a ceremony on a bit of land where God, before I went, had said to me, I want you to refresh people on the hidden trail of the Spirit. And the piece of land that I was welcomed to by this Maori chief was actually called the Hidden Trail of the Spirit. So it was just lots of confirmation going on, but the dream was a really key part of it all.
So would you say dreams do come true?
Dreams can come true, yes, absolutely.